1975, our very hometown of Hartford welcomed professional hockey when the Whalers took the ice for the very first time. I was negative 10 years old at that point in time, but I take it on good word that this really did happen. And so to celebrate this incredible milestone, we in Connecticut are going to host a series of events on January 11th to honor 50 years of hockey in Hartford. I want you all to remember that this is Titletown. So much has happened here, from the Whalers to NCAA winning teams, men and women, and beyond. So this is a gigantic celebration for all of us to have pride in not just our hometown, but our home state. So on January 11th, we will first have the world premiere of the documentary, The Whalers, which will play at 2 p.m. at historic Cine Studios at Trinity College. It's a work of art. It's a work of art. Well done. I'm excited for this. All of you other fellow nerds like myself will appreciate this. And this highly anticipated film will explore the history, influence, and emotional connection the Whalers created in Hartford and beyond. And I will tell you guys a personal story that is part of the state's current identity and history a little bit later, but I'll circle back to that in a bit. The film will be followed by a Q&A with the film's producer, former Whalers, and our founder of the Whalers, who is here today, Howard Baldwin. And the panel will be moderated by ESPN anchor, Arulampalam. Now please welcome the General Manager of the Excel Center, Ben Weiss. Ben, where are you?
Thank you, Anthony. Welcome, Governor. Welcome, Mayor. Welcome, Howard. Welcome, everybody. Thank you for coming. The Hartford Wolfpack is proud to be part of Connecticut's hockey legacy. As we celebrate 50 years of Hartford hockey, we're reminded of the passion and dedication of our fans and how this sport continues to bring people together. On January 11th, following the world premiere of the film The Whalers at Cine Studio, former players will host an autograph session right here in this atrium at the Excel Center from about 5:50 p.m. until about 6:30 on January 11th. Then former Whalers and former Wolfpack players wearing our ceremonial 50th anniversary jersey will participate in a memorable pregame on-ice celebration that will include a 50th anniversary banner raising. We're excited to announce that Whalers' longtime play-by-play announcer and broadcast Hall of Famer, Chuck Caton, will MC this special ceremony. In addition, a tribute to Hartford's hockey legacy will be featured and celebrated throughout the night as the Wolfpack take on the Lehigh Valley Phantoms. Make sure you arrive early for the game, as the first 1,500 fans through the doors will receive a commemorative limited edition pennant to celebrate the night. Last but not least, I'd like to thank the Connecticut DOT. They're our presenting sponsor for the night, and without them, we wouldn't be able to have this beautiful celebration on January 11th. Thank you.
Gov, we know those folks at DOT, don't we? They make a lot possible. Yeah, we know them. I want to do a quick shout out to probably the biggest Whalers fan in the world that I know. He just walked in, Dennis House. He brought his Whalers jacket over there. So, yeah, amazing. I love that. We have a lot of diehard fans in this room right now. Oh, we're actually going to have them wear it. Yes. So in my role as Chief Marketing Officer for the state and MC for today's festivities, I want to make it known that this event is not just about fun here in Hartford. This is about state pride. This is about knowing that Connecticut is one of the best damn places in the country to live, work, and visit. So with that being said, I want to introduce the man, the myth, and the legend that made hockey in Hartford possible, Howard Baldwin.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. And I love being back here. And I so appreciate the governor and the mayor coming out here and helping this event be a great event. And Governor, I urge you to keep fighting hard to get Hartford back in the NHL. Don't let all the naysayers say it can't be done. We got the Whalers for $25,000 in 1971, and here they are today, still an iconic brand. And they're an iconic brand because of you, the people, the fans. It isn't me, and of course the players that came here were wonderful, the executives that made it great, but it's you fans that supported this team through thick or thin while I was here. And we had some lean years. There were a few nights I was hung in effigy out there on that place, but that was okay. You stuck with the team. It became a community team, smallest market, smallest building in the National Hockey League, and it was a great success. Don't let anybody tell you different. And for the Wolfpack, I think it's great what you're doing. Hockey is great. Support the Wolfpack and support the thought and the prayer of the Whalers coming back. Thank you.
Two left thumbs. So, I wanted to introduce our next speaker, Mayor of Hartford. Now, I will say that despite the fact that he is new blood in town, he is doing great things for the city. I think that there's incredible vibrancy in Hartford, and these types of events just bring that back to the table. So, as I sit here and fumble with this wonderful binder and buy time, I'm going to introduce Mayor Arulampalam to come up. You want me to try and set this up for you again? Or you good? All right, yeah. Okay, you're good.
Well, this is a great day in Hartford. Anthony said, this is about the pride we have in this incredible state of Connecticut, the best state in the country. We think of Hartford as a city that is becoming among the best mid-sized cities in America, and a big part of that is our history. And I've got to say to Howard, thank you so much for your investment here, your vision here. It is a vision that we're really proud of. And the Whalers have left an indelible mark on the city and continue to be part of our identity. We see everywhere I go around the country, I see people with Whalers hats and jerseys. It's still one of the top 5 selling jerseys in the country, thanks to that incredible logo and thanks to the history of the Whalers here in this city. And we've made so much, there's been so much incredible history within these hallowed halls. A couple months ago when LeBron played with Bronny in the NBA, I was watching SportsCenter late into the night. They were talking about the Whalers all night, and they talked about the Whalers being the first pro team to have a father-son duo, 2 father-son duos play here. And it brings such pride when we hear Hartford mentioned on the national stage. And it brings such pride to our city and the identity of the city. And I've got to say to the governor, Howard, if you want to know about the governor's desire to invest in, we're putting $140 million into the Excel Center. That would not be possible without this governor. And I just want to say thank you, Governor Lamont, for seeing the vision of the Excel Center and investing in that. And it's about our history and it's about our future. And when I ran for mayor, my campaign colors were green and blue. I think people view our city's unofficial colors as green and blue. It runs through our blood. And the Whalers and the legacy of the Whalers here run through our blood, and we are so proud of it. So thank you guys, thank you for being here, and thank you to the Whalers.
Thank you, Mayor. Appreciate it. Do not go too far because we have something special coming up here in a couple of minutes. But in the meantime, I want to let you all know that all of the funds from this 50th celebration coming up in January will go to create a new street hockey league at the nation's first Boys and Girls Club of Hartford. And so that legacy of hockey in Hartford will continue. And I promise you all, I will not be suiting up for that game, but I'll be there cheering everybody on. So I promised you all a story earlier on, and here's where it starts. The Whalers' iconic logo with that negative space with the H and the W in there, that is embedded in the state's DNA today. As you all can see, I am wearing a hockey jersey that has a big C on it. If you don't notice it, there is a T sideways inside of it. If you didn't notice that, hey, that's good marketing. Good marketing, guys, right? That's a party. We did that intentionally. That is a very clear nod to the Whalers. We did that so that way people recognize that wonderful history. They recognize that's where we're going moving forward. It's part of the collective Connecticut identity, and we love the Whalers. We love what that team did and meant, and we want to instill that same kind of pride in our state residents today. So speaking of jerseys, I'm not going to be the only one rocking one of these. We have a second jersey with the governor's name on the back. And so what we are going to do with this jersey is we're going to get the governor to sign it, Howard's going to sign it, the mayor's going to sign it, then we're going to have our players sign it on game day on the 11th, and then we are going to auction this off for charity. All good things come around for everyone. So with that being said, I want to thank two people. First off, obviously the late Peter Good for what he and his firm did in designing this iconic logo that we all know and love for the Whalers. And Jan Cummings Good, his wife and partner, for providing a special gift to everyone who attends the film premiere, Peter Good's logo button. And so with that being said, you don't want to hear any more from me, you want to hear from the man of the hour, Governor Lamont.
Thank you, guys. Hey, thanks, Dennis. Very nice. It's a little loose around the waist for me. Do you have one that's a little tighter, buddy? I want to say, look, Anthony put up these road signs that have gotten a lot of attention. Maybe you saw them. One of them said, basketball capital of the world. But don't forget, this is a great hockey state. It has been for many, many years. 10 years ago, you had Yale and Quinnipiac competing in the Frozen Four to be who's going to be the national hockey champion of the country for college. And Quinnipiac won just a couple of years ago. And I think the Whalers are one of the inspirations for why this is such a great hockey state. And sort of interesting, not only were they incredibly popular and Gordie Howe and what it meant for this city, but you heard it's the most famous, one of the most famous logos in hockey history, ranked in the top 3, I think, by Sports Illustrated. And just talking to Howard for a minute, it's sort of interesting. I said, well, where'd the name Whalers come from? And so we had some other options there. We thought about the Hartford Crusaders. That sounds a little obvious. Then you said the Hartford Minnows. Boy, that's gets you in the fighting spirit, the Hartford Minnows. And I think Whalers nailed it, and Whalers said their story. You know, the original logo, he said, we had a harpoon going through, but I think the whale's tail and the H tells the story. We still love everything about the Whalers, what it meant for this city, what it means for this state, and every day we keep trying to bring them home. Thanks, everybody.
All right. Well, thank you, Gov. Now, a special moment that you all have been waiting for. We are going to reveal the logo of the 50th festivities. You're also probably wondering what all these hockey sticks and hockey pucks are for. So we are going to reveal this in a very special way. Gentlemen, if you join me for our honorary face-off. All right, gentlemen, no high sticking. Let's clear this off on a whistle. Let's have a good, clean game. Ready? Go!
Here we go.
Yeah, Hartford hockey! Thank you, everyone. That's the game.
Not bad.
Now you got called.
Hey, Wolfpack, what can you do? Let's see. Open bar. All right. Oh, man, he's knocking the whole thing off. Showboat.